Maintenance records, receipts, and repair documentation. This is full boomer spec right here.
That's right.
Golly, look at all this. Damn, you have good-ass handwriting.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Welcome to another episode of Net on the Streets. I'm Netgear57, your virtual car friend. And today we are in Alexandria, Louisiana with Tracy. What do we have here, Tracy?
2003 Lexus IS300.
2003 Lexus IS300. And it's pretty nice. What we got going on right here?
Petrol wheels. I forgot what fucking model they are, to be honest.
It looks good, you know.
Got factory springs on the front and Vauquelin springs on the back.
And how many miles are on this car?
A lot.
A lot.
253,000. Some change.
Quarter million miles, but it's still going.
Still going.
It drove out here.
All original engine, transmission, differential, everything.
Is it automatic or manual transmission?
Automatic.
Yeah, you can't fault it, you know. Most of them are automatic, most of the ISs.
I'll find a manual one of these days.
or swap it. I mean, I've said it before, I think the IS300, the Altezza, it's probably the most handsome sedan, sports sedan to come out of Japan. Toyota really knocked it out of the park with these cars. And, I mean, even with the taillights. Actually, I don't even think you have the Altezza taillights on.
I sure do.
No, and that doesn't look bad. How long have you had the car?
Almost 7 years.
Oh, wow. So you've had it for a bit. How many miles have you put on it?
Over 100,000.
Damn.
I mean, all OEM parts.
Yeah, OEM is really going to be your best bet.
They cost a lot more, but they worth it.
Either OEM or go with Toyota. It would be what, Aisin? Aisin is the OEM manufacturer. So OEM or Aisin, kids. You know, for 250,000 miles, it's very clean under here.
I recently did a timing belt and everything. All the front seals on the engine. So while I had everything off, I actually made some blank plates to cap off the intake and everything. All of the open ports. Was able to get in here and pressure wash everything really well.
Was the timing belt difficult?
No, not really. I done did it 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
I got a little practice at it. I try to keep it free of oil leaks and everything. I think I got the last power steering pump in the country.
The last new one?
Yes. It took like a month and a half for me to get it. I got a brand new OEM AC compressor. The whole AC system's been redone. I changed every single wiring connector on this thing because they have a tendency to break.
Yeah, and once they're old, you know, they get hot, they get brittle from heat cycling.
Every time you go to unplug one,
yeah, it'll pop, it'll snap.
So I did change every single connector on the engine.
Damn.
Every last one.
This is, you know, I mean, you're a mechanic by trade, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is,
I got plenty of time to work on it.
If I wanted to buy a car, a lot of times it's like, oh, mechanic owned. Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
I know sometimes,
but sometimes it's shit. You know, you're like, I don't want fucking mechanic. Don't take care of their cars. They just keep it barely running. Yeah. No, this is good.
I tried. I had an S2000 before this and an MR2.
Oh really?
Yeah. The family came along, had to sell that.
Yeah, it happens.
Can't put a wife and a kid in the 2-seater.
Stuff like the new Super or something, like I wouldn't be able to do it because you know. I got to have a back seat. You know, you got to take the whole family along with you.
And I just purchased the 2014 IS250.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's the wife's car, though.
Okay, so this is yours, but she wants to copy you.
Well, this was hers initially, and then I upgraded her to that one.
So what'd you put for the suspension? Is it?
All factory parts.
Okay,
but,
okay.
I pressed out the factory bushings, put Super Pro bushings.
So a little bit stiffer.
I don't know if you're familiar with Super Pro, but they come from Australia.
No.
Like one of the best bushing manufacturers that I'm aware of. Very, very high quality.
Okay.
I'll let you drive it. You'll see what I'm saying.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. Let's take a look at the inside.
The seats was the biggest thing I've been worried about, but I try to keep them clean, man.
Yeah, because a lot of times this ass part gets blown out on these ISs.
Fart limiter's still intact in here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the fart limiter's still good. Still got plenty of farts in it.
I got these with me, but I don't smoke in the damn car.
All right, all right.
We good.
I love the gauge cluster in these things. I think it's my favorite easily, you know, gorgeous gauge cluster.
That and the S2000 gauge cluster, but
yeah,
the worlds, man.
Yeah, completely. And it's the black interior, which is the more desirable one. The
very
tan.
Difficult to find.
Yeah, because a lot of them were tan.
And not only that, every damn one you find these days, the seats are just destroyed.
So what's this file back here?
Oh, that. You want to see that? Brought that just for you.
Maintenance records, receipts, and repair documentation, 2003 Lexus IS 300. This is full boomer spec right here.
That's right.
Golly, look at all this.
My dad's a mechanic too, so that's probably why I got this.
Yeah, it's in your blood. It's in your blood. And this is what your mileage? You track
yes,
the.
Sir. I got the date when I purchased it.
Wow, damn, you have good ass handwriting.
I thank you. I appreciate that. Everything that ever happened to it, I made note of it. Got my fluid amper card in here. Even though I don't put it on the track, but I got it anyway.
Checked brakes were worn, replaced brake rotors and pads, front and rear, serviced engine oil filter, clean air filtered. This is how you get a car to go 250,000 miles with no issues.
I was a little bit sketched out when I bought it, man. I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't know why it had a salvage title. But the guy told me it was due to the scratch here on the side because of the cost to repair the paintwork. I didn't see any other damage, so I was inclined to believe him, but after putting all of these miles on the car, I'm assuming he wasn't lying.
Yeah, I mean, it's lasted you this long. Other than that, you know, there's a little bit of damage here, you know, on the spoiler, but dude,
I'm actually learning to paint right now, so.
Oh, so are you gonna try to do the body work?
I've painted some parts for my dad's motorcycle.
Yeah, that's a good place to start.
They actually came out much better than what I expected. I didn't know I could paint that good, so maybe I'll try my hand at this. Yeah, those is from the company that I was mentioning earlier, Figs Engineering.
Figs Engineering.
So if you want parts for your IS that are good quality, go to Figs.
Go to Figs Engineering. Coupon code Tracy. It'll get you 10% added.
It might not work at checkout.
God, you know, I wish that I could be this organized, because this is something that I'd like to do, because it's fun, you know. But it takes a special kind of autism to do it, you know.
Man, for a while, man, I had all my papers mixed up, and I had to go through them because I had my other car too at the same time, and I kind of got the receipts all mixed up.
So you had to go through and okay, this is this car. This is this car.
Yeah, I did that about a year ago. It took me about a fucking week to go through all that shit because I had a turbocharged Civic B Series 2000.
Okay.
It was fast.
It was sedan or coupe, perhaps. Yeah, I like the coupes, man. The 2000
coupes
look good,
man. It wasn't a fucking clapped out piece of shit like most of them.
Dude, even back then, that's a crazy thing. 10 years ago, all of them were clapped out.
Yeah.
And now it's just even worse.
I found this one. It was owned by a tuning shop or something, and the swap in it was a EJ chassis, the EX.
Yeah.
But it had the full powertrain and everything from the SI.
Okay.
And it was fucking done right. There wasn't a wire cut in the car.
Oh, nice.
And being that it wasn't original,
no wires dangling from the bottom. What? I don't know what the hell they did.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they did.
I don't know what the hell they did.
So whoever did the swap, they knew what they were doing. So I mean, I took the car home, had it for a while, daily drove it, and actually found another SI donor car and swapped the complete interior over to it. The body was very nice. I actually stripped it down to the bare shell because I wanted to paint the car because the paint was getting a little faded. I was also building the engine at the same time to be able to push a little more boost in it.
And everything costs money.
Yeah, I mean, I had it out. I was in the middle of the project, and my cousin blew up his car and came to me with a stack of cash on my engine, so I went ahead and sold it to him. And then I parted the chassis out, and I made about $10,000 off of it.
Wow!
So that's kind of worked out in my favor.
Yeah, that's a win.
I don't think I could have sold the car assembled for that much.
And that's the wild thing about cars. Is
a lot of times get back what you got into,
and a lot of times when together, the parts together are worth less.
Yes.
You know, if you have the patience and the time, you can part the car out and make way more money.
It took me about a year to part everything off, but I mean, the car was sitting in there stripped anyway.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. No, and no one's really gonna give you top dollar for a car that's sitting there anyway.
The fucked up part is people were giving me hell because when it drove it into the shop, it actually ran and drove into the shop.
and then I took it apart. Left in pieces,
it had no problems.
Piece by piece.
It had zero issues when I drove it into the shop. And everybody was like, why the fuck did you drive it in here and strip it? But I just felt like it was on borrowed time because I was on stock internals and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I work on turbocharged engines all the time. I know what the damage can do, and it held up for 2 years. 2 years of daily driving with boost.
Yeah.
On the factory internals with about probably 200,000 miles on the engine.
Damn. This ain't a bad daily at all. It doesn't get great gas mileage though, huh?
Believe it or not, it's actually not that bad on the highway. I mean, in comparison to that newer IS, it's pretty bad, but I think it's like 16.
Yeah. Does it take premium?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm used to it though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all right, let's go for a ride.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh, one more thing, man. Look what I got.
What?
Got that HKS auto key.
Oh.
Yeah.
It didn't sound loud when you pulled up.
That's quiet. HKS, man, it's good quality. Not no fart canister.
We're about to take a ride. I'm driving.
And we are fucking
This is
lost.
oh, there's manual mode right there.
Yeah.
I go and drive. Yeah, we're lost. So. Ooh. Yeah, I mean the inline six has
Smooth.
it's very smooth, and the response down low, like I barely hit the gas, you know, and it'll start moving.
I love the car just because of how smooth it is, how well it drives.
Yeah, this is really comfortable. I think this way is the way out. Maybe. And I see you have ECT power on. That's the turbo mode.
I guess. I don't really find it does all that much, but changes the shift points.
And the exhaust is quiet, you know, it's deep, not obnoxious.
HKS, man. Got them overnight parts from Japan.
Yeah, that's what I have. Do I have? Yeah, I have an HKS. HKS Sport on the Silvia.
I wish you would have had that car with you.
Yeah. Kind of far though.
Yeah.
It's in Albuquerque.
I have never been past Texas.
I've been to Louisiana one time before on a road rally. We stopped in Lake Charles and we stayed out there at La Berge de Lac and then went to New Orleans for 2 nights.
When was that?
Years ago, probably 2015 or something like that, maybe 2014.
Yeah, so you never been down there to the bottom.
What?
Where the Cajuns are at.
Oh, no. We were in the
They got some in this area.
We were in the French Quarter, you know. Dude, the steering just is crazy tight.
Now you see what I mean by those
bushings? It feels good. We got a little curve here, you know, we'll give it a little bit.
So the Aussies get my props on that.
Yeah, you know, the Aussies, they can make some good stuff when they want to.
Excellent bushings. They sold me on that. I gotta say, I like the roads around here.
This whole area is pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you want me to drive your car, just hit me up on Instagram, hgen.usa. That's how Tracy reached out to me. And I had a lot of fun. Gorgeous car. I love it. It's, you know, it's not a fucking perfect concours show-winning car.
Definitely not.
But it's a really nice daily driver that, hell, your kid can probably daily drive whenever they get their license, you know? Like, this is nice. They're not making them anymore. It's just getting rarer and rarer. And one that's kept up like this, I think it'll bring a premium if you ever do decide to sell it.
Maybe.
I wouldn't sell it though.
I probably won't because I'm not going to get what I want for it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.